Hi everyone, this is Kimberly Knox KK. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is another edition of the Weekly KK Report. We're going to start a new format. Thank you, Alice Kashuba. She's one of my long-term astrology friends and mentors. We've worked together many years when I used to produce the monthly lectures at the Big Picture Cafe over in Fort Lauderdale. Alice was always there helping me out, and she did her own forecast of the Fairchild symbols. She wrote the book Fairchild Symbols. You can find that. It's symbols. There's messages for every single degree of the zodiac, and it's very fascinating. So thank you, Alice. We had a little chat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be incorporating a health message into every single one of my reports now, which of course makes total sense because you guys know that I am an integrative health coach with a passion for helping people get back into the kitchen, get into food, understanding what food as medicine means to their body. And when I coach people, it's not just about what you're eating. Primary care, your primary food, happens to be all of the stuff that's going on, your relationships, your career, your creative zones, your socialization. So that I'm able to bring into the picture utilizing astrological energies that are affecting you personally. So we're going to talk about Aquarius today. All right, so all you Aquarians, pay attention. Aquarius rising, also Aquarians, and if you have an Aquarian moon, this will make sense. Health readings are very complicated, so that is a specialized thing, and you can reach out to me for something specialized like that, and we're going to try to keep it a little bit more general. And of course, I can write up stuff that's way more detailed on each of these, but we're going to have a little bit of a forecast of what's going on with Aquarians, with health, and in general, what areas of the body that Aquarians and Aquarian risings and Aquarius moon, or if you have your progressed moon going through Aquarius, will have an effect for you. Okay, and what is the progressed moon? Well, when you have a personal reading from me, this is it's basically it's a part of your soul's growth. So that's a whole specialized thing, and it's very fascinating. My progressed moon right now is in the sign of Scorpio. So it's really great to know these things because energetically they affect your body. So what do we do here with this KK report? Like you all know, every single week I tell you it's my inspiration to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to take a look at the world in a new way. There's energy going on at all times, how it applies to you. I need to do these reports because I need to stay in the flow myself every week. I've used it for business successfully over 20 years, knowing when to forge ahead, knowing when the energy's strong, 5-star for business, for presenting something, to sell something, when to go with the flow when the moon is void, or when it's a great date night, or when it's not such a good date night, or when, you may need to ward off other emotionally aggressive people. So isn't it just fabulous to get into your life in a new way? Now, this is a new year, of course, and we've got the year of the Earth dog starting on Thursday, Friday, with the new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. So it's a perfect time at the beginning of a new year or just the beginning of every single new moon to set new goals for yourself. And astrology is ruled by the sign of Aquarius because it is about getting outside the box, right? This different consciousness and this inventive thinking. It's a pathway for personal growth. And through exceptional personal awareness, that's where you can achieve this deeper level understanding of yourself. The more you work on yourself, everything and every relationship around you improves. I'm wearing pink today. We're going to be talking about the heart. We have Valentine's Day coming up. And a little plug to my friend Heather Wells, who Love 13, who creates these amazing spiritual bracelets. We are so entwined. I help her every year at a big fundraiser. Lovely person, amazing bracelets if you want to check that out. Great gifts. Okay, so Of course, who's hot this week? We've got Aquarians. Your birthdays going on here. Happy birthday to all you Aquariuses. You've got lots of activity in your sign. Venus just left your sign, so you have that going on. Mercury is still in your sign. The sun is going to be leaving your sign as well. So it's because we're at the end. We're at the end of the sign of Aquarius, and that is where the new moon is. We're going to be talking about the whole axis of Leo and Aquarius because that's where the eclipses are, which means that's where the nodes of the moons are. Okay, so the nodes of the moon have a whole astronomy associated with them, and I'm not going to get into that, but really what they mean is, where do we go for growth? We go for growth where the north node is, and the south node is much easier, but if we're going to be evolution, we need to go to the north node. So we're going to be talking about what that means right now for Leo and this heart-centered kind of thing as we come up. So definitely you are hot this week, and let me just see if there's any other sign that we want to make a big note for. Of course, Leo, you know, because it's your opposite sign, and both Libras and Taurus, your ruler is going to be sextile to Saturn, and then it's already moved into the sign of Pisces, so you have that going for you as well. And anytime there's a new moon, it affects Leo. So let's just focus on what we have at hand right now. As I'm doing this report, the moon is approaching Pluto. Now, in last week's report, I go into the next week, and I told you that this is a 5-star business day. It started yesterday. When the moon goes into Aquarius, we have this urge to get to work, to get responsible, to get our goals going. And maybe you felt that yesterday. And I hope to goodness that you took some time off with the moon in Sagittarius, because that's where we get recharged after the sign of Scorpio. This all is a master plan, you know, really. If we went from Scorpio to Capricorn, how would you feel? You know, all this intensity of Scorpio needs to be lifted up. We need to get re-energized with fire energy of optimism and looking to the future and getting outside and just getting that spirit up so that we're ready to go to work in the sign of Capricorn and achieve some goals and put our head down and get to work and be responsible. And then things will lighten up again as the moon will move into Aquarius. Okay, so right now it is a moon day. So of course, this is probably one of the most powerful Mondays we've had in a little bit here, with the moon in an action sign. Cardinal signs are action signs. That's Capricorn, Cancer, that is Aries and Libra. Those are all cardinal signs where you take action in different ways. Capricorn is all about achieving goals, accomplishment. It's incredible. It's similar to the last quarter moon, where you take into account everything you've learned, you make some adjustments, and you go on to achieve. So here we're building for the long term. That's what Capricorn is all about. And so it's going to be a little before lunchtime on the West Coast when this is occurring, but it's now. It's infused into this moment. So I'm feeling this, you know, it's a single-minded focus, right? And Pluto in Capricorn is all about shaking up and changing our foundations and how we're evolving that way and building new foundations that are going to last for the future. Focus, power, intention. This is a big power day. It is going to continue. So just because this aspect is over, it's going to continue, because then it's going to go on to sextile Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio. So we've got Capricorn, Scorpio energy through here in the East Coast, almost 7 o'clock tonight. Opportunities. And Scorpio is about digging in deep and focusing. So this is an excellent day. Loving it. We're going to finish up the day with a last quarter square to Uranus. So this Capricorn, you know, kind of stodgy, you could say. Well, Uranus really shakes it up. And we've been going through this as Uranus and Pluto were squaring 7 times. This was monumental from 2012 to 2013. Huge. Okay, so it's loosening up a little bit. It's definitely an action day carried over into the evening. So make use of the rest of this day. And I'm going to get this video up as soon as I can Tuesday is a Mars day. Okay, Mars in the sign of Sagittarius. If you were born December the 1st to December the 6th, you're hot right now because you've got Mars right on you. That really propels you forward to get into your goals. And if you're Sag rising, of course, whatever degree, you're going to have Mars coming up to your rising sign, which pushes you in a personal way to achieve goals. Mars is the planet on how we take action on our own behalf, and wherever it is, it shows where we're all taking action. So Mars in the sign of Sagittarius is much more optimistic, right? It's a fire sign. It moves forward enthusiastically with the future, thinking about travel and things at long distance. And, you know, it's more about just doing things. It's similar to Aries in that way. But Mars is going to be watered down a little bit with Neptune. We'll talk about that. And Saturn's keeping its handle on things. So it's a slow start to the day tomorrow because the moon is void until 11 a.m. here on the East Coast. West Coast, you know, you're going to start your day that way, which is fine. So there's a lot of Aquarius going on. Mercury is squaring Jupiter. This is whatever Jupiter touches, it expands, right? And Mercury in the sign of Uranus is inventive, innovative, outside of the box, planning. So our minds could be definitely on fire. And with the Sun sextile Uranus exactly as well, lots of opportunity. And this is a great day for Leos, feeling on fire. With the eclipse, we're already feeling this. Planning. Some new things are coming. Planning for those, and they're coming about. Mars on Saturday is going to be in square to Neptune. Neptune waters down anything that it touches. It removes the boundaries. We could be in La La Land when it comes to like, what the hell? We don't need to do anything. Or a better use of this information is actually planning for Venus to meet with Neptune next Wednesday, because this is a Neptune influence, right? Get into your vision planning for new companies. You know, looking where you want your vision to go. No boundaries, so it's a great time to really get into to expanding this whole dreamy kind of thinking. This is where entrepreneurs come up with new shit. If they don't have a Neptune, if they don't have a ability to envision, you cannot create. That's why it's so important when Neptune is around to utilize this energy in positive ways. Next Wednesday, so through the weekend, definitely get ready for new dream board stuff. I have one over there. I need to add stuff to it. Constantly changing that, because whatever you think about, you can bring about, and everything starts with a vision. Okay? Wednesday is a Mercury day. We're getting up to the new moon eclipse. Its energy is bursting, right? And we've got you know, this whole new feeling. And Valentine's Day is Wednesday, so don't get shaken up. It's a really great time though, because of the energy to hold on, going into all the way through, honestly, just several days, because the moon and Venus are going to be together on Friday morning. So if you want to like go somewhere for a couple days, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday morning, and then get back to work on Friday, that would be fantastic. But it's a Mercury day. So what is Mercury doing? And Mercury is going to go retrograde coming up, and that's happening, I told you last week, in March, and it's already going to be in its shadow, hold on, sorry, in the beginning of March as well. So we're getting prepared. We're making some new starts, but we're going to need to get some new information. Don't worry, there's always a plan for everything. Mercury went into Aquarius January 31st, the same day as the lunar eclipse in Leo. On Valentine's Day, it's all about the heart, right? So what we have to remember when we're talking about the Aquarius-Leo opposition is to stay in the heart center. This is the personal love, not being out there thinking about everything, consciousness, you know, this whole Aquarian age. Keep it personal, Love is real and tangible, giving of yourself on a personal creative level. Of course, passions and, your own creative passion as well, but on a personal level. So where's Venus right now? Venus is in a Pisces, so this really enhancing romantic love around this time, unconditional love, and we've got Venus sextiling Saturn. This is a stabilization. There's nothing more loyal in your, Venus trine Saturn is more loyal, but Venus and Saturn together create loyalty and a duty and someone very steadfast. It's very grounding. So, and this is happening on Thursday evening, so it's building up. Valentine's Day will be very nice, very special, exciting, right? Preparation and intentions for the solar eclipse in the sign Aquarius. So we need to get prepared for that. Lay out what some of your intentions could be. So let me just pull out a few for you. When I used to do my lecture, every single month, we get into the detail of each of the sign. But here's a few affirmations that you could utilize. I have the courage to shine proudly with my unique brilliance. You see how Leo and Aquarius work here? It's the authentic self too. I am open to innovation and thinking outside the box to create new ideas. That energy is definitely around right now. So each sign is a part of a 12-step process. There's 12 different signs. And after we get out of Capricorn, which is the plan, the structure, it's developed, we've tightened our belt, we're more disciplined. Now it's time, Aquarius is ready to pick you up and take you where you want to go. So new and exciting, but we're ready now because we buckled down and paid attention and did the work in the sign of Capricorn, right? So what else is happening for here? Let's see. Mars, I just want to let you know, Mars already triggered this eclipse. Mars triggered this eclipse at 27 degrees, January 20th and 21st. What were you doing on that weekend? I know what I was doing. I was doing an organic catering, and it was spectacular. And I was like, this is perfect for me, right? Combining my love and intention of real whole food, healing the body. We are in it now. We've been between eclipses. At the start of the new moon last month, and at Capricorn, we started all of this. We're in between these amazing new opportunities, and Mercury as of, let's see. So Mercury so we're talking about Mercury. On Tuesday, Mercury is squaring Jupiter. So Mercury is ramped up. It's expansive. And then it's going to go on to sextile Uranus, which is inventive. So you see how, really Neptune can help us in inventive thought as well. We're having the superior conjunction of the Mercury Retrograde that happened in December on Saturday. Results. This is the results of that. We're getting the answers. And then Mercury goes on to Pisces on Saturday night. Wow. So how important is this new solar eclipse? Something big is taking off. And Neptune and Mercury is also going to conjoin the south node of the moon. It's this whole independent, inventive type of stuff. Okay, Thursday. Gosh, you know what, guys? The video might be a little long, but there's super big stuff going on. So Thursday being a Jupiter day. Jupiter, we know, is in Scorpio now, so all Scorpios are having the ability to rise up. If you're a late Scorpio, though, Jupiter's going to go retrograde, so it might not get to you to the end of this year, but it will be on you. If you're born around 19th, 20th of November, you're not going to get it until October. It's a deeper investment of our time, our money. It's all the resources. Who are you surrounding yourself with? So all of these things we've been working on, we're taking them to a deeper level now. And it wants to dig into that. It's the solar eclipse, Thursday, 4:05 p.m., 27 degrees, 8 minutes of Aquarius. Then it goes void. All right? So let all of that soak in. The moon will go into a much more benign, softer, compassionate, caring kind. Sign of Pisces at 9:42 p.m. After that, And then it's going to go on to sextile Saturn, and the moon is going to conjoin Venus the next day. So it's, so this new moon, it's going to be first quarter next Friday. So we're going to set some things into motion, and we're going to see where we are next Friday. We're going to be taking a step out. It is an Earth dog year. We talked about that. Chinese astrology, dog for them, and Earth is all about building something. This is a perfect year. You guys see how this is adding up, right? We took some big chances last year. We pushed forward. We're doing the work. It's responsible. It might be a bit boring, but this is where the stuff gets done. Loyalty, patience, reliability. It's all infused into this. Keep your heart open. We need to talk about this. The solar eclipse. This is the message. Keep your heart open. We can get too in the head. That's why Aquarius, an air sign, a fixed air sign, rules the nervous system as well as other parts of the bodies. And we'll get to that. Consciousness. We talk about this shift in consciousness. It's in the head. It's one of our transpersonal signs, which means it's not personal. Okay, the opposite is Leo, which is personal love and giving of the heart. And this is out to humanity. And that is terrific. And I want to give kudos to Carpaccia, which does the Pele report. I love his reports every single week. You can catch him on YouTube. He's fantastic. Really gives you amazing information. Just love his report. So check him out as well. And he gives me really good insight that I might not think of as well, which I love. And I'm always learning. The North Node is Leo. I'm a Leo, so this is why, I pay attention to this. And I've always given from my heart. At every one of my lectures, I gave out hearts. I used to, bake cookies for people. The North Node of Saturn and Pluto are in Cancer. And I have Venus and Mars in Cancer. It's about nurturing. So we can't forget that. It's about this co-creation, giving of oneself, bonding emotionally. Detachment is Aquarius. And so we just have to remember the other side. That is how we go on. Because when they say only love is real, only love is real. It's the only thing that goes on. Is if you get past life regressions done, a lot of things come up where, and if you don't believe in past life regressions, that's fine. But if you do, you'll see that you have karmic relationships with past loves. Things come up, but love is lasting. I have 528 megahertz music going subliminally or lowly. Hopefully it's low enough in the background. Heart is the only organ in the body that communicates with nature. The heart is an incredibly valuable organ that it's imprinted with information. So not to get too complex, but it's massively important, our emotional nature on our heart, on our heart health. So that's the whole thing between Aquarius and Leo as well. Stay in your human heart. That's the message here. Nurturing our creative side, giving of yourself, bonding, real love. And because we're not robots, right? We are real hearts moving forward with our passion, utilizing our friendships and things that we've built. But that's the message of all of that. I am going to save the Aquarius health for the end, so stay tuned, or I'll post it, and you can page ahead if you just want to get the health message. So Friday is a Venus day. We all love Friday. Venus is in Pisces. It's unconditional love. It's romantic. It's dreamy. And in the morning, Moon is conjoined Venus. How beautiful is that? 11:36 a.m. So Friday night is an amazing date night as well, but so is Thursday. So if you take a couple days off for Valentine's Day or go away, have fun. Goodness, sleep in on Friday morning if you can, and then go into the office later. If you could take a half a day and go to lunch if you weren't able to celebrate Valentine's Day, do it. That'll be great. And then the moon after lunch is going to be a lot better for getting stuff done. Okay? Have a dreamy morning on Friday and just let it roll that way. That's enough for Venus. Venus will be in the sign, it stays in the sign for like 30 days. So if you're a Pisces, just take it in, you know. This is a time for you to shine as Venus is in your sign, for all of us, reminding us about unconditional love and compassion and caring and being kind for others. All right, so Saturday is a Saturn day. Saturn is in sign of Capricorn. It's super happy there. And all you early born Capricorns, you've got Saturn on you. Now, watch your health. We're not talking about Capricorns now, but watch your health. When Saturn's on you, you must get more sleep. Clean your plate. It's a time of success, and don't Capricorns love success? I work amazingly well with Capricorns. One of my favorites was she ran our chamber. Love the memories there. I would talk, she would write. We just co-create in that way. It was amazing. Discipline and responsibility. Okay, that's going to be infused in every single Saturday. That's fantastic. Get up, get your work done, and then take Saturday and Sunday to yourself. But Mars is a square Neptune. So, of course, we feel this Thursday and Friday. That's why it's a great date night Friday night. I love it with Mars square Neptune. Talk about, you know, kinky kind of romance, right? Dreamy. Do nothing or reset your vision. So if you can't take the time off Friday, reset your company vision. Friday's a great time to do that. Sun superior conjunction with Mercury. We're getting information Thursday, Friday into Saturday. We know what this Mercury retrograde in December was all about. And then Mercury goes on to go into Pisces at night. So Mercury in the sign of Pisces is really going to be helping us then, you know, formulate that vision and go forward. Sunday is a sun day, and the sun is moving into Pisces. And it's going to move into Pisces just after lunchtime here on the East Coast, on the West Coast, or in the morning. Happy birthday to all the early Pisces. I have so many family members and friends that are Pisces. My daughter and my best friend Maria, on and on and on. Family members, both of my grandmothers, my father, my brother. Keep going, keep going. My grandfather, who else? Oh my goodness. Moon's going into Aries though, okay? So this is an action day. But what's happening? The moon is going to be squaring Saturn at 7:15 p.m. So all day, don't think you're going to be just running out. Saturn has got you by the tail. Saturn says be responsible in your action structure. It holds you back a little. So you're taking action in great ways, but this Aries moon is always about bold, courageous, forward movement. Love it. Monday is a moon day. We all know that. And it's going to be infused with the fire of Aries. Bold, courageous, rock on. Okay? Monday, you can get a lot of stuff done. Excuse me. I'm having a little kombucha. Then we're going to be talking about health. Okay, Aquarius health. Okay, this is what I want to tell you about what's going on right now. You have the eclipses in your sign, so you definitely need to be aware of your health. Unfortunately, I know several Aquarians who actually passed on recently. So it's wherever the eclipses are, you definitely have to watch your health. Big things happen, but you have being just from your own natal chart. That's just a little thing. If you're Aquarius rising, you have Saturn and Pluto in your 12th house. So let's talk about that because primary food is health. Okay, Saturn and Pluto going through your 12th house. Pluto has been there for a while, since 2008 when it went in there. So it's been asking you to take a deeper look for inner reflection, your subconscious. But with Saturn there, it says, listen, you can't. Pluto's been restructuring. Saturn says, pay attention. You got to do the work now. Subconscious work on yourself through. Here's some options. Meditation with journaling. Perfect. Getting some counseling done to look at some deeper issues, possibly from childhood that are still bothering you. Past love relationships will not allow you to move on. This is so important now. We need to be able to give of our heart again and again, right? Without the fear of losing, because what, we're going to let an old love relationship dictate our future in love? That's ridiculous. Getting past life regression. Now's a great time for that, if that's something you would like to look into. Yoga. Yoga allows you to get in touch, the mind, the body. It's a practice. It's a mind-body practice. It's excellent. It will slow you down. Sleeping more, paying attention to your dreams, recharging yourself. That's the 12th house. It is the house of self-care, taking care, okay? And preparing your body for the big cycles coming within the next 2 years as Saturn moves into your first house, where it's going to require you to put on your business suit, Aquarians. So what is Aquarius ruled by? Trying to keep this simple. We'll go into much more detail either on my website or in a future. Rules the circulation, the veins, and the arteries. My mother was an Aquarian. Nice ankles. She had problems like turning her ankle, right? It pairs with Leo. It opposite, and Leo rules the heart. The heart is the pump, and the veins and the arteries supply the body with the oxygenated blood. They work together. It is a team. So your calves, your ankles, your shins, that's all ruled. Aquarians are known, Aquarian rising, known to have beautiful like lower legs and lower limbs with this. But so staying active and walking, doing toe raises. You need to keep the circulation going. And you can be rigid in your thinking as well. So, and quite stubborn. So as this thing, you're an air sign, and I've seen it so many times, symptoms of thinking it's bipolar, but you really have to watch your minerals and your nutrients that feed the brain. Big thing, magnesium, cutting down on coffee because you don't need that nervousness that to keep you on edge. You have enough of it already if you're ruled by Uranus. One great practice you can take on is Hatha Yoga, slowing you down, strengthening some of the moves, strengthening the lower limbs, the toes, the ankles, the shins, making sure you're getting enough vitamin Bs, complex vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, to rebuild the nervous system and the skin. So, micro sprouts, excellent for that. B, complex vitamins, chlorophyll, greens. I am the smoothie queen. I healed my body through smoothies, really. And green smoothies will be amazing for you. I have some incredible ones on my KK at In the Kitchen or In the Kitchen with KK.com website. You can see some there. Adding avocado to help you absorb all of those great vitamins. Omega-3s, you need an anti-inflammatory diet. It's inflammation and sugar that causes problems with the veins and the arteries. Also, garlic and onions, excellent, because they are high in germanium. Germanium actually is an agent that helps the oxygen transport to the tissues. All right? So juicing for you is incredible. I do a juice that I love. It's a natural it's a diuretic as well. It has parsley, celery, spinach, ginger root, lemon, and cucumber. Perfect, not just for your skin, but also for all the other stuff that you need. Some of those things to help the circulatory system, I'm just going to let you know here. Ginger root, excellent blood circulation, great for digestive health. Garlic. This might be where you want to do a garlic lemon shot. And add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Yes, cayenne improves your metabolism and gets your circulation going. Garlic cleanses the blood. So do radishes and onions. Ginkgo biloba, we've heard about this. It is a supplement more, but what it actually helps to do is dilate the blood vessels, increase blood flow. That's what you want. Beetroot, excellent. There's a ton of stuff on nitric oxide, NO in the body, L-arginine. Okay, we don't need to go into that, but beetroot. Just focus on that for now. And any of the antioxidants which help with circulation. Lycopene. I prefer lycopene in watermelon. Some people are allergic to the nightshade, which would be some of the tomatoes, and they're high in something that causes some type of problem in the body as well. So salmon, avocado, fish oils, your omega-3, there you go. You have to know that raw cacao is amazing because of the antioxidants, flavonoids in that. They improve circulation. So you see, eating a whole food diet, getting rid of sugars and junk food, that can immensely, immensely help you. Also, magnesium. Now, you're going to find magnesium in a lot of the greens as well. Magnesium is excellent for brain health. It rules over 300 different processes in the body. Super important. So sunflower seeds, vitamin E, pumpkin seeds, all of those are helping to reduce the risk of blood clots. So just know that it rules your circulation. Get up and move. Movement is important for you. So if you've been sitting at your desk, get up and move around. It's very important. So that's just a little tidbit about Aquarius, and it will affect you if you have Aquarius moon or your progressed moon's going through Aquarius, if you're Aquarius rising, if you are an Aquarian, or if your ruler of the health house is Aquarius. Interesting. It might not always be this long every month, but thanks for allowing me to add some health information in there. I will timestamp everything. Reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com, if you would like your own natal chart. I will do health readings for you. I blend that in with my health coaching. But if you would like a personalized reading to see where you are in your life for timing, health, career, love, reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com. Have a fabulous month.